and you have landed in the right place because it is all about future trends. As you've already heard, today it's all about looking into the tomorrow. And I would also like to welcome everyone who decided to join us online. Welcome to drinktec 2025, coming to you live from Munich. So our next topic is something that I'd like to open up by asking you a question. How many of our partners and customers fill their products into reusable containers, bottles? None of you. A couple of you. Okay, well that's a surprise. We'll have to have another discussion about that later on. Well, the thing is that I'm getting at is that bottle washing is of course something that is not new to you, especially if you reuse containers and bottles. Bottle washing, one of the machines with the highest energy consumption on the entire packaging line. So it may seem nearly impossible to lower those consumption values, but stand corrected, we're about to show you how it can work. And that is exactly where here at Krones, a very experienced team of cleaning technology experts come into play. One of them is here by my side, and he's about to show how the entire team has rethought and redeveloped this cleaning process. And they're going to push the existing limits to a whole new level. How exactly, again, we're about to find out, and I'm thrilled to welcome someone from this cleaning technology department, Markus Wagner. Thank you for joining us. Let's hear it. Welcome. So Markus, I gave an elaborate introduction, but not of yourself. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, please?
Certainly. Hello there. My name is Markus. I work in the cleaning technology department in Flensburg, Germany. And today I would like to tell you all about our new developed double and bottle washer, Lavasonic HI.
Thank you for that, Markus. So starting out, I think when we hear bottle washing, we feel like we know what we're talking about. But first of all, we need to establish, Markus, you in your department of specialists, when you speak of bottle washing, what does it entail exactly?
Bottle washing entails this. At first, before I answer that question, I would like to say we need to understand that every bottle has its own unique life cycle. Bottle washing means cleaning returnable bottles, and with the goal to achieve not just visual clean, but hygienic bottles. To achieve this, we need thermal energy, electric energy, fresh water, chemicals, and mechanical force. What we want to get rid of during the washing process is the old labels, the dirt like mold, sand, mud, caps, and cigarette butts. For the entire process, we want to keep in mind to keep the effort and the cost to a minimum.
Thank you for that, and we're going to talk about what is actually a dirty bottle in just a moment as well. But this is the fundament that we're seeing here on the visuals, but there are certain factors that are very decisive for successful bottle washing. What are those decisive factors?
Bottle washing in general is based on 4 factors represented by the center circle. There on the left side on the screen, you can see those 4 factors. There's the mechanical factor representing jetting pressure and flow. There's chemicals for the use of caustic and additives. And you see their time, depending on the region, it takes 6 to 25 minutes main treatment time to clean the bottles at a temperature of 80 degrees Celsius, which is 176 degrees Fahrenheit.
It says not flexible, but I'm going to ask anyway. Are we at all flexible when it comes to these 4 factors that you just named?
With the current process on the common bottle washing machine, this process is not really flexible. So it means in-time adjustments are not possible to adapt probably to the degree of soil you're having.
All right, that sounds like it's sort of a rigid process. Are you looking to change that so that it can be improved?
Yes, we looked into that we can improve that. So what we did for the Lavasonic HI, we improved this process, we thought it, and we came up to move the proportions towards the mechanical force. This allows us to reduce the treatment time by up to 40% and reducing the temperature down from 80 degrees Celsius down to 70 degrees Celsius.
That makes a huge difference. Those are impressive
Yes.
numbers. I think we need to establish, remember when I said we're going to define what is actually a dirty, a solid bottle? We need to circle back around to that, because one thing Markus told me in the very beginning was you need to understand customers think you put a dirty bottle in the machine and whoop, it comes out clean on the other side. But which state or which conditions are the bottles in that you receive and that need to be hygienically cleaned?
Yeah, those bottles are actually being received in very different conditions over the year, or depending on the sales region back at the production site. So there in the slides on the left side you can see a fairly clean bottle with a label sticking on and probably a bit residual product in it. On the right side you see a heavily soiled bottle with a lot of sand and mud sticking to it, and probably also on the inside a lot of dirt. But all of those bottles and the bottles in between those shown states need to come out of the machine in a visual, clean and hygienic condition.
So how do you achieve that? A hygienically clean bottle, wherein lies the challenge when you're actually not cleaning demand oriented? Because you're not indeed cleaning demand oriented.
Yes,
right?
exactly. This shows a not demand oriented cleaning process. So for achieving this, there is for the common machines one program which fits the entire time to cover the entire variety of dirty bottles that they come out in a clean and hygienic condition. And this has in turn that you need to invest a lot of thermal energy at a high cost.
We've already just established that when it comes to those 4 factors you earlier mentioned, there's no flexibility at all. But on the other hand, you are developing things to remain flexible to the max.
Yes.
What are those?
We developed with the new bottle washer 5 programs which are based on clean units. So we can calculate the cleaning intensity on how to clean bottles and which is applied on cleaning bottles. So there you can see those 5 programs which gives us flexibility to clean demand oriented.
Which program would you use when? You have 5 to choose of, so which one is when the best choice?
For example, you can use the Eco program when you want to clean new glass to be fed into your bottle pool. You can use the regular program, for example, when you use your regular dirty bottles for your common doing. And if you have those troublemakers coming back from a certain sales area, or you are having a special season where you know now it's always giving me a hard time to clean those bottles, you can swap just in time to a more intense program, rather you want to clean the outside or the inside, or maybe attack both difficulties to clean them. The importance is to know that you can swap the programs just in time. You don't have to wait hours for adjusting the cleaning intensity.
One thing I found extremely interesting in this entire process is that you need to use a certain amount of mechanical force in order to successfully be able to clean the bottle, but it has to be treated gentle at the same time. And you have a unique feature that offers just that. Which feature is that?
Yeah, our feature to do so, to actually increase the mechanical force while reducing the mechanical stress on the bottle, which leads to a longer service life of the bottles, is a unique bottle locking mechanism. So our engineers developed this bottle locking mechanism, which enables us to increase the jetting pressure and the flow. And this this enables us to reduce the stress on the bottles by up to 50%. Which is a huge benefit, as you don't have to infeed such a huge amount of new bottles.
And you don't lose any of the cleaning effect itself by doing so. Perfect.
Yeah.
I was just summing up, don't worry. You mentioned, different question, we're circling back around, you mentioned the jetting pressure and the flow. Are these the only factors that have mechanical influence? Or are there more?
We came up with a third parameter for the mechanical force, which is the ultrasonic technology. In our newly developed pre-treatment, there we clean with ultrasonic technology, and this ultrasonic technology leads to cavitation on the bottle, which perforates the bottle dressings as well as loosens the dirt on the out and inside of the bottle. And this gives us the advantage to shorten the treatment time, as well as it's preventing scaling on bottle pockets and bottle carriers, which leads to less media carry over into other zones.
So you've made very clear, I feel, what the advantages are of the cleaning processes that you work on at Krones. If we go over to look at our customers, at our partners, what are the benefits for them with these processes?
The benefits for those processes is not just to having flexibility in how to clean demand-oriented with those 5 programs, you achieve also flexibility in which ratio of energy you're using. So there is the electric energy and the thermal energy, and you can choose now which is the optimum to do so. Further, doing this, you can adjust the cleaning intensity for the washing machine when you run a different type of bottle at a lower speed, which leads to further savings. Those savings are potentially for freshwater to up to 20%, for your CO2 footprint to up to 35%, and your thermal energy demand can be reduced by up to 30%. So it means Lavasonic is the pre-cleaning with ultrasonic technology and a high-intensity cleaning while your bottle stays safe in their bottle pocket.
This is a fantastic topic for today on Trend Day about products of the future, but it also really goes well with yesterday, kind of bring things full circle where it was all about sustainability, because we're becoming so much more efficient with this system. Thank you so much for presenting and sharing with us. Markus, would you like to close with any final words?
Yes, I would like to. I would like to welcome everyone back over there at our exhibit for the new developed pre-treatment of the Lavasonic HI. There you can also have a look of the unique bottle locking mechanism and see how it works, how durable it is. So at the end I will close with, we understand that your bottles have their own unique life cycle. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's hear it for Markus, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Markus.
Thank you.
And of course, he will be around with his team right over here, you're saying, right? You're inviting them?
Yeah, back there at the corner, there you see it. The pre-treatment model is the big cube in the corner.
It's hard to miss.
Yeah, it's hard to miss.
And it's directly on the way to the beer garden.
Yes.
Double hard to miss.
Exactly.
So stop by, and maybe, you know, afterwards we'll just continue on. Just a hop, skip, and a jump. And Markus and his brilliant team look forward. Thank you so much for your attention. We'll be back shortly with our next topic. Okay? Thank you.